My name is Natalie Woods, and I interned at the Mobile Area Education Foundation in Mobile, Alabama. I'm an uprising senior at the University of Alabama at Birmingham, majoring in early childhood elementary education. I'm an honors student. I have a family of 4 of us total, and I have a little brother who's 9 years younger than me. I took a class. It was one of the first classes I took once I got into the School of Education. It was social foundation. It was a foundations 1, social, philosophical, historical, that type thing. And it was basically a class set up around debate. And so the teacher would pose these issues in education, and we would have to debate whether or not we agreed with the issue, whether or not we agreed on the issue. So sometimes we didn't agree, but we still had to debate for it or against it. And just being made aware of the challenges that were in the educational system that I never really thought about as a student. That's when I first decided that I wanted to take part in educational reform. I think I did a lot of work of becoming very familiar with research that they had done just this past year in 2009. So becoming very familiar with that, and then extracting data to use for different publications and editing and making sure that the work was presentable to send out, whether it was a newspaper article or something like that. I also attended community conversations in a neighboring county, Baldwin County, Alabama, where they are trying to start off these community conversations and polling the citizens to see what they like about their community, what they don't like, what challenges are they facing with their school systems. Then they'll collect this data and turn it into a community agreement and present it to the school board, and then use that information for the strategic planning for the next 5 years. That, and then also trying to build a relationship with my home county, which I was really excited about that, just the educational leadership there, and partnering up with SEF or a foundation. And then dropout prevention work also, attending meetings for the task force. The biggest surprise in my internship was I got an opportunity to meet a lot of people that I didn't really think played a major role in education, and that was like people in the business and industry sector. So I got a chance to meet like CEOs of companies, and presidents of hospitals, and the mayor of Mobile. And I never really thought about what role they played in education, and that was really surprising. So that was probably my biggest surprise. So seeing the different programs that SEF has designed in conjunction with the public school systems, it gave me so many ideas for if I ever find myself in a system where these programs are not, just knowing that it's possible to do this. The greatest lesson I feel like I learned was really the impact that the dropout rate has on the economy. Like, I just never really thought about. I knew that it affected, you drop out of school, that obviously affects your life. But the implications that poses on the economy, whether it's local level, county or state, it just never. I never really thought about how deep it goes, and so that was the biggest eye-opener for me. Collaboration. I think that's the biggest thing I learned. You can be a leader, but you still need to surround yourself with networks who are also in the same, they're going for the same thing that you are. So just the importance of collaboration. I have so much energy that I want to just go out there and do something. And I honestly miss the kids this summer and just being in the office setting. And so I think that it helped me to realize that beginning out, I really just want to be out there working with the kids and try to change things from the local level and just build the foundation for myself, so that when I get ready to do something administrative and possibly policy and definitely advocacy, I have the knowledge from being in the classroom and also the experience that this internship exposed me to. I started out talking about financial issues, went to dropout issues, and I'll end it with financial issues. I just think really I would like to see the way our schools are funded changed. Because it's, if you're in a poor district, your family's poor, your school is poor, you can do it, but it's so much harder to rise up from those circumstances. So I think that if our schools were funded differently, that's one piece of reform policy change that I would like to see.